Hello girlfriends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jody and it's great to have you join me today. So today we are doing another chat with me video. It's the last one of 2025, so I'm so happy you decided to join if you're here. If you're not familiar with what these chat with me's are, I just pair different products together. Sometimes they're products that I've kind of planned out or have used before in the past. Sometimes they are just new trial and errors, just seeing what we're going to get, because I love to experiment with different products. And then I also just chit chat while I'm doing my hair about different topics that are on my mind. So let's get into today's video. I have my hair roughly parted today, and we're just going to begin with my first product. And that is the Texture ID Curls Enhancing Primer. So that's what this looks like. And I did want to say the first thing that I wanted to talk about is I have a new camera, and it is the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II, and I am so excited to be trying this. So I am happy to be able to see what it looks like in the viewfinder and everything. I'm still playing around with this a lot. By the way, this is the product, how much I am using. We're going to put that on one side of my hair, and I'll probably apply about the same amount on the other side. It's not a precise science as to how I measure most of the time. That's just not my style, unless I really need to. But we're just going to get the same amount. Oh, let me get some shed hair off here. Once again, I'm going in with about the same amount. So I am so excited, like I said, to be trying out this camera. I'm sorry, I was just looking at the viewfinder, but I have to remember to look at the lens. So that is an adjustment. It's really not been too hard, I don't think. I don't think it'll be too hard. All right, I think I have this fairly well dispersed with just my hands. Now I'm going to go in with my Tangle Teezer brush and just try to disperse that a little bit more. So I had been saving up for quite some time for this camera. I didn't know until closer to when I was purchasing exactly which one I would be getting. I was going back and forth between Canon and Nikon and this one. I just felt like this one incorporated as much of the things that I was looking for in there, for a reasonable price point, I should say. Don't get me wrong, these are still a pretty penny, and so I look for this to be a long-term investment. Now I am just going to section my hair off. I'm going to do that off camera because that just takes a bit of my concentration. Not best suited for carrying on conversation with you guys, but I will be back after my hair is sectioned. All right, so I have my hair all sectioned out, and I'm still trying to work on my camera settings. Like, I feel like I'm not getting quite as wide angle of a lens, and that's something that I will have to invest in the future. But at this point right now, I'm just using the kit lens that it comes with, and so we're working with what we have here. So I'm trying to get as much of myself in the shot as possible, but I do think I'm going to lower this just a bit. I have made the decision that I do just want to brush style with my Tangle Teezer. I wasn't originally planning on doing this video today. I had actually, this is a Monday that I'm filming. I never film on a Monday, but I have decided to do this because there's a couple things that have happened. I originally planned to do this on a Saturday, last Saturday, didn't work out. At the time that I am filming this, this is a few weeks earlier than what you're actually seeing it. Actually, it's almost a month earlier, please don't hate me. But I have taken some vacation time to help my family on the farm. And so I had planned on being out in the fields, and Saturday happened to be a nice day. So we were out in the fields. My parents have gotten all their beans off, and now like they're at that in-between stage where they could plant some wheat, fertilize, plant some wheat, or take off corn. But now we have gotten some rain. It has not rained most of the summer, so things have been really dry, so I'm thankful for the rain. But it rained enough that we can't really do too much in the fields today. So I have made the decision to, I'm trying to find my hair here. I have made the decision that, you know what, we're just going to do some videos today. I want to be productive. Even though I'm technically on vacation, my vacation was intended to be a productive vacation anyways. So I am just going to brush style this through here. I am using my Tangle Teezer, as I had started to say, because I wasn't originally planning on doing this video today. So I had just washed a couple of days ago and styled. And so I just feel like the Tangle Teezer is less harsh on my hair. Not that the bounce curl brush is harsh, but it does give more tension, which also lends to the tighter curl pattern usually. And today I just want to be gentle on my hair. So we're not trying to go for the highest tension or anything like that and creating these curls, just trying to give my hair a little bit of a break while still styling for you guys. So let me know, how has your guys' fall been going? Have you been enjoying it? Has it been a fall-like weather? I keep looking at the viewfinder, I am so sorry. But has it been fall-like weather for you guys at this point? As of now, as I'm filming, we had some cool days, and they lasted for, a couple days, and then it warmed back up, and then it cooled off a little bit and warmed back up. That's pretty typical where I'm from. But I think now we've had a cool front come through with the slightest rain that we had. Not a significant cold front, but we're getting into the you're no longer in your shorts type of weather, which I'm happy for. And I know you're seeing this at the end of October. So yeah, I am a month ahead in filming this, and that's what I like to do. That just ensures that I can have a video out for you guys every week. But are you guys at this point experiencing the fall weather? Let me know what it's like where you're at. Fall is one of my favorite times. I enjoy every season. I really do. I like them for what each can give. But I'm looking forward to not sweating so much. And the cold doesn't really bother me. I've grown up, working out in the cold and stuff like that. So I'm pretty good with it. But I know come, the latter half of winter time, I'll be ready for summer to be here, or spring and summer to be here. So, like I said, each season in its time. That's what I like. Another topic that I wanted to talk about was, this is something that's been on my list. I have a list, I think I've mentioned this before, but I have a list of topics that, kind of maybe I just keep in the back of my mind to address, during one of these chat with me's. And, this one seems like a good one. As we're coming up into a new year, I just want to talk about confidence as you age. Now, I can see in my YouTube metrics, my audience ages about, it doesn't give specific ages, but it gives categories. And I don't have them all broken down in my head, but there's in your later teens to early 20s, and then there's your mid 20s to mid 30s type deal, and mid 30s to mid 40s. I think that's kind of how it's broken down. And I have a lot of you between the ages of in their earlier 20s and into your mid 50s range. I have a lot in that range. And so maybe this will just be able to, this confidence topic will be something that can work for a little bit of everyone. Let me know if you've noticed this, but I've noticed as I've gotten older, my confidence has improved. And there are several reasons for that. I feel like I want to take a step back and just say I feel like a lot of young people do struggle with having confidence in who they are, and having confidence in their physical appearances and everything like that. And I have a whole nother conversation to have on that topic at another point in time probably. But I do feel like it's important. As I've gotten older, I feel like I've gotten a little bit more wisdom as I've gone. And those of you who are maybe in my age range, you can attest to this and seen it happening in your life. At least I hope you've seen some growth in your life. I feel like that's what you would call it. So as I was saying, when I was younger, this is just what I've noticed about others and myself. A lot of times as I was younger, I was insecure about looks, about how I appear to others, not just in a physical aspect, but how I appear to others in, a social aspect, and how well I was going to be accepted or not accepted and everything like that. And I'm personally more of an introverted person. So for me, sometimes reaching out socially is difficult for me. It's just not the easiest thing for me to do. Which is kind of funny because here I am talking to all of you guys, you're from all over, and that's really cool. But if we were all in a room together and I had never met you guys before, I would just take a step back and let everybody else pretty much do the talking. If somebody came and approached me independently or individually, then I would talk to you. But I just have never been super confident in who I am as far as approaching other people in conversation socially. That's something I still struggle with. I will say I definitely still struggle with that. But in a lot of aspects, I have improved in my confidence. I used to rarely leave my house without makeup on. And back then, my job required me to be out in the public more. So, I would definitely feel like for my job, I wanted to have makeup on. But even if I would go to the store or anything like that, I almost always had to have like a full face of makeup on. And I'm not claiming to be a great makeup artist or anything like that, but I just felt like it helped. Like it made me look more put together. Nowadays, I go to the store with maybe some concealer on and it doesn't really bother me. So do I still enjoy doing makeup? Yes, I do. But there's a lot of days where I just don't want to put it on. And like I said, my job currently now doesn't require me to be in a very public setting. So I feel like I can get away with that. And because of that, I've also gotten confidence in just going to the store looking like I'm looking. Like sometimes my job is very unglamorous and I sweat a lot, and then I've already planned to go get groceries later, some necessities that we need, and I'm just like, you know what, we're going how we're going. I just gotta get this done. So another thing that has helped with my confidence, I feel like, is growing in my walk with the Lord, because knowing I am fearfully and wonderfully made in Him is a big confidence booster. Knowing that I am not living for this world, but I am living to please my Savior and show my love and devotion for Him, it just changes your perspective on things a lot. Do I still have a long way to go? As I've said before, yes, especially in the social aspect. I struggle with that. But my appearance aspect, I have gained a lot more confidence, and that has been a whole struggle. As I said, there's a whole nother story to that I can get into at some point in time probably, but that's not for this video. So for those of you who are in your teens and early 20s, I just want to say it does get better with time, and in my personal opinion, also faith plays a big role in it. All right, I'm just going to re-wet my hair a little bit more. I've been doing this continuously. My hair dries out pretty fast, and I just like to style on soaking wet hair. I've said this a number of times before. Some people prefer damp styling. I prefer pretty soaking wet hair. All right, I have done a rough part, just trying to not separate the curl clumps, but just kind of part my hair down the middle, because that's how I know best how to apply this next product. So we are going in with a gel, and I hope you're not tired of seeing this gel. It is the Dippy Doo Girls with Curls gel. I already have the lid off. I have to keep it at an angle now at this point to really be able to get the product out, but I am so close to getting this used up. I don't know if you could see that. Like, there's not much left, but we are going in with a fingerful. I have been using this gel almost every time that I wash and style, and while I love this gel, this has been one of my favorite gels, it still is, I'm kind of getting a little bit tired of using it just because I love to experiment. I've said this before, and I have been experimenting. Like I don't think I've tried this combo before, not that I can remember. So I love experimenting, and I still am in a sense, but I want to try new things as far as gels and mousses and foams and stuff like that. And so I'm just getting a little tired of using this gel constantly, but I am determined to get through this before the year is out, so I can have that in my empties list, or empties bucket, whatever you want to call. So I'm just scrunching this in, and I'm going to turn upside down, and I'm going to also scrunch some in upside down, not nearly as much. All right, just going in with a small fingertip full. And I find that I like to kind of separate my hair from top to bottom and just lift it up a little bit and glaze on either side. Just once again, trying to get in all the areas. I can brush style this gel through, but I don't necessarily like to. It's not something I generally do with my gels. If I use like a gel custard type of product, then I will, as a single styler, then I will definitely brush style that through. But when I've applied usually like a cream or a leave-in, I don't like to do that. All right, I like to leave my wet plop sit on for about 10 to 15 minutes. I just feel like it helps the product absorb into my hair. It keeps my hair in this upright position, which kind of gives it, I feel like, a little bit more volume, because my hair, when I wear it down, if I would just let the product set or absorb for a few minutes, is going to weigh my hair down. So I feel like this just helps with the lift a little bit. This is how much of the product I have left. I would say that's probably about, I don't know, 4 more uses maybe. I'm being optimistic. 4 or 5 more uses. Okay, I will be back once I have my hair fully styled and diffused. All right, curl friends, I am back with my hair fully styled and diffused. Let's take a closer look at these results. So this is what it is looking like. And I'll also give you a shot of the back as well. Good curl definition all throughout, like the underside and the top. So let's take a look at the back though. As I said, I have good curl definition throughout my hair. It's not my tightest spiral pattern. I think if I would have chose to use like the bounce curl brush, it probably would have gotten a little bit tighter spiral pattern. But overall though, it is still really defined. Like there's no real frizz to speak of. I don't know how well this camera is picking that up, but there's just maybe the tiniest bit of halo frizz here, but not much. Like for me, this is almost no frizz to speak of. So I really like that. I feel like I have a decent lift to my hair. It's not like super volumized or voluminized, however you want, volumized. It's not super volumized, but it does have like good root lift as far as like the curl pattern starts right up at the root for the most part. I did do a protein treatment, not this wash, but it was, I guess it was the last wash that I did. So, you know, that could also be playing an effect on these products. But I do think that this is a good product combination. If you're looking for a combination that's pretty affordable, actually, you can get this easily at your local Sally's, I believe, or at least order online if they don't have it in store. My Sally's in my area is very small and what they carry is very minimal. But I imagine that's not the case for most of you. And then the Dippity Doo Girls with Curls, you can order this online. I find it's actually easy to get at your local like TJ Maxx or Marshall's. But I think this is a great combo. I am enjoying it. My hair is kind of flopping in my face right now, so I'm definitely going to probably just like pin this back. I like to do that a lot of times. And I find that when doing that, then on day 1, by day 2 and 3, my hair has like pretty much settled and it's not so much falling in my eyes as it does on day 1. But let me know what you think of this in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. And until I see you again next week, have a great day. Bye.